Welcome. Income tax. This is a question on reverse taxation, or what we call backward taxation. The table below shows the taxation rates for income earned. So the table is there. In that year, Mr. Hamisi paid a net tax of 5,512 per month. He is entitled to the following monthly allowances: house allowance, 10,000 shillings, medical allowance, 2,400, acting allowance, 2,820. He is entitled to a monthly personal relief of 1,162, while 7.5% of his basic salary is tax exempted. First question: calculate Mr. Hamisi's monthly basic salary in Kenyan shillings. 7 marks. Then there is the second part of the question. The following deductions also made every month: NHIF 320, cooperative society shares 6,000, union dues 200. Then the final question: calculate his net monthly salary. 3 marks. So let us go to the first part of the question. And the first part, you're given the net tax, and it's good to note that this income in the table is per month. The tax rates are in percentage, and you're required to calculate the basic salary. So you're doing the reverse taxation. So from the net tax, you must use the net tax to go back up to the basic salary. So how do we do this? To move backwards, remember, to get net tax, we subtract the relief. So in order to get net tax, we note it here. To get net tax, we subtract the relief. So we take gross tax minus the relief. So that is the first thing to note. So now we want, since we're moving backwards, we need to get the gross tax. So the gross tax will therefore be given by net tax plus the relief. So that is the first thing we're going to do. So we shall add to get the gross tax. So therefore, gross tax in this case will be given by, we take the net tax, which is a 5512, plus the relief. Relief is given here 1162. So 1162. So what you're going to get now, this is the gross tax. When you add these 5512 plus 1162, you will get 6674. So that is the gross tax. Remember, we're moving backwards. Now, after getting the gross tax, we are supposed to now work in order to get the basic salary. And what you're going to do, we are going to use this table of taxation using the tax, the gross tax that we have already, and the income slabs. We need to find the income that was taxed in order to get these gross tax. So that is what you're going to do. To use this table, we are getting the income, the taxable income. That is the amount that was taxed in order to arrive to this gross tax. So we shall go slab by slab. So the first slab begins from 1 to 9680. So the size of the first slab will be 9680. Then the rate of taxation, remember this one is in percentage. All these are in percentage. All of them are in percentage. So times 10%. So multiply by 10%. So this one will give a tax of 968. So it's good to note that this is the income. Whatever we have on this side is the income. Then whatever you're getting here is the tax. So everything that you'll be getting here will be the tax, and that is what we want to see. We are going to tax 968 plus the other one in the next slab until we get the whole of this tax, 6674. Then this side will be the income that is taxed. So we go to the second slab. Remember, that is just 968. We need to tax until we get this tax, 6674. So the second slab, the size of that slab, look at it here, from 9681 to 18800. So this is how we get the size. So you just take 18800, then subtract 9680. Don't subtract 9681, 9680. That is how you get the size of that slab, and this will give 9120. So the size of that slab would be 9120. Then the taxation rate is 15%. So 15 divided by 100, and this one will give, so let's see, this one will give 9120 times 15%. This will give 1368. So you can test and add. Now we have tax, we have a tax of 968 plus 1368. Still, we're very far. When you add that, we need to go on until we get this figure, or a figure that is close to this. So we need to go to the next one. The next slab is that one here, from 801 to 27. So you just get the size of the slab, 27920, subtract 18800. That one will still give 9120, the size 9120. Then you multiply by percentage, is 20%. So this will give 9120 times 20%. This will give 1824. So you can add just to see whether you're close to these, or whether you go to the next slab, you're going to exceed, should not exceed the tax. So these figures that are here, all these we are adding here, when you add everything here, it should not exceed 6674. So when you add 968 plus 1368 plus 1824, it should not go beyond this figure that is here. So when I add these 968 plus 1368 plus 1824, I still see I need to go to the next slab. So the next slab is from 27,921 to 37,040. So the size will be given by 37,040 subtract 27,920, not 921. The size will still be the same. It will still be 9120. So this will be 9120 multiplied by taxation is 25%. That will be 25. And this will give a tax of, so 9120 times 25%, this will give 2280. To give 2280. Then the last one, I think we are remaining with the last slab, but first we can confirm. We can add everything first that is here. So let me add everything, all the tax now. 968 plus 1368 plus 1824 plus 2280. I want to see how far that one has gone. So when you add these, this is what you're going to get. 968 plus 1368 plus 1824, you will get 6440. You get 6440. So you can see you're very close to the tax. Remember, this is the tax that you want to get. So far you have these. So you want to get a tax of 66.74. So far you have a tax of 64.40. So you need to get the difference, get the difference between the two, so that you can see the tax that will be here. The tax that will be here. So 66.74 minus 64.40, and this will give 234. Get 234. So this is what should be here. Now when you add everything, this bracket whatever we have here, the whole of these, it should give you 66.74. Now for this bracket, this is the last bracket that is here. The bracket, the taxation percentage is 30%. So 30%. So this one should be 30%. But what we don't have is the amount, the taxable income that will be here, that will be taxed at the rate of 30% to give 234. So since we don't know that, we can calculate that. We can let it to be y, and then you can work out y multiplied by 30% should give 234. We don't have the income. Remember this column, this is the taxable income, and this is the tax. So y therefore be given by 234. You multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 30 over 100. So it will be 100 over 30. As simple as that. And this one will give when you multiply, this will give 780. So when you multiply these, that is 234 times 100 of 3, you get 780. So the income that is here should therefore be 780. So 780 multiplied by 30%, that should give 234. Now after doing that, now we are through. We should now be able to get the taxable income. The taxable income, or what we call the gross income. The gross income. And the gross income would be given by the sum of all these from 9680 plus 9120 plus 9120 plus 9120 plus 780. So we need to add everything. So let us add. So 968, and there is the 9680 plus 9120 plus 9120. Me put it here. So we are adding 9680 plus 9120. 9120 are 1, 2, 3. There are 3. Can multiply by 3. Then plus 780. So these should give the gross income, or what we call the taxable income. So 9680 is here plus 9120. 9120 are 3, 1, 2, 3 times 3. Then plus 780. When you add these, the gross income will be 37. This will be 37,820. So that is the gross income. Now still, we have not answered the question. We need to get the basic salary. The basic salary. How do you get the basic salary? So basic salary is given by the gross income, or the taxable income, subtract all the allowances. Subtract the allowances. Because the taxable income, this one 37,820, gross income is inclusive. It it includes the allowances. So when you take want to get the basic salary, you take the taxable income. In this case, this is 37,820. Then subtract all the allowances, and I can see the allowances are here. The allowances we have the question here. We're given, we have 10,000 plus 2,400 plus 2,820. So you have to subtract all those allowances. So we have 10,000 plus 2,400, then plus 2,820. So those are the allowances. They're here: 10,000, 2,400, 2,480. So now when we subtract, now we should get the basic salary, and this one will give, and you subtract 37,820. Use a calculator to do this. Subtract 10,000 plus 2,400. This will give 22,600. 22,600. That is the basic salary. Still, we have not got the answer. Still, the last step now. There is something in this question that 7% of the basic salary was tax exempted. What does it mean to tax exempted? It was not taxed. So if it was not taxed, then this basic salary that is here, it includes, or it represents 92.5. This is 92.5%. However, I arrived to that 92.5%? Because if you take 100%, simply 100%, that is the basic salary, then there is that exemption. You subtract 7.5%, you get 91. This one will be 92.5%. So this one, the figure that we have here, 22,600, this one already an exemption was done. So this one represents 92. So this one represents 92.5%. This is 22,600. So in order to arrive to this one's already exempted. 7.5 was already exempted. So that is why I've subtracted 7.5. So 92.5 represents 22. Those are now before the tax exemption. Now, what about 100% when it was original? 100%, the basic salary, what was it? So what about 100%? You just need to cross multiply here. You get 100 times 22,600, then everything divided by 92.5%. So this one will give, just use a calculator to do this. So 100 multiplied by 22,600 divided by 92.5, that will give 24,432 and 43 cents. Let me write it here. So it will be 24,432 and 43 cents. So now this is the final answer. This is the basic, that is the basic salary. Now let's go to the last part. Which is about the net. You're supposed to calculate the net monthly salary if the following deductions are made. How do you get net salary? So net salary is given by the gross income, subtract all the deductions. Gross income is also the taxable income. So we already have the the deductions. We have these NHIF, we have cooperative, we have union, and then we have the, don't forget to add the net tax. The net tax that we have here, that one is also part of the deduction. There's a net tax here that were given in the question. 5512, the net tax here of 5512. That one should be included there in the deductions. So let us get the gross income. How do you get the gross income? Remember, to get the gross income, we have to add all the, we take the basic salary plus all the allowances. So we need to add that. So gross income will be given by basic salary 24,432.43 plus all the allowances. We have the allowances here. We have 10,000, we have 2,400, and then we also have 2820. So that is how we get the gross income. Basic salary plus all the, we have 3 allowances. So this one will give, when you add, this will give 24,432.43 cents per 10,000. This will give plus 2,400 to give 39,652.43. So that is the gross income. Now let's now get the net salary, which will be the gross income, which is 39,652.43 cents. Subtract all the deductions. We can start with this deduction. First is NHIF, which is 320, plus we have cooperative shares, which is 6,000, plus union dues. You can say this one is 200. Then plus, don't forget these, we have the net tax. That one is also a deduction. Net tax is a 55. It is here. It is a 5512. So that one is 5512. So 5512. So now these is what is going to give us the net salary. So we work out these. So when you work out these, is a calculator. So 39,652.43 cents minus 320 plus 6,000 plus 200 plus 5512. This one will give net salary of 27,620.43 cents. So that is how you're supposed to solve that question. Thank you.